Drive on Lugnutz. Enjoy the show.
We made it. Final broadcast of winter.
Oh man, the old winter cast.
Thursday is spring.
Well, that can only mean one thing, and that there's nothing left to do but to crank over those engines, gearheads, because 'tis none other than us, the Lugnutz podcast.
Recorded March 2025. Wow. Tariff. F1. Mitsubishi Canada. Porsche gives everyone gas. Well, that and more on this week's Lugnutz.
Enjoy the show. Drive on Lugnutz.
We want you to drive on over here, facebook.com/Lugnutz podcast. That's where you're going to find all of our polished and luggy and nutty content coming to you ever so slightly behind. A lot like this first story.
Tariff.
Mm.
Tariff. We're only going to mention it once at the top, and I'm going to try and keep it short. So there's apparently tariffs are threatening to shut down the auto industry.
Yeah. I might have heard a whisper of that.
1,200, 12,000.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
Getting
12,000.
worse.
25 cents per tariff, so prices could go up that much.
Wow.
Or more. 10 cents to Mexico and China.
Okay.
So,
I mean, hey.
So if you buy a secondhand auto, you're not going to buy a tariff on that, but they'll get you somewhere. I'll tell you where they're going to get you, the repair parts.
Yep.
Yep.
It's cheaper just to keep it, is it?
Well,
Not when you had those tariffs, you don't.
that's why you want to pick a nice, reliable car.
Yeah.
That's why we all want that reliable car.
You get the reliable car so that way when you do have to fix something, it's, well, Jesus, when was the last time I actually had to fix anything on this?
And
It's been a very long time. Okay, yeah, no, let's do it. That's the good sign.
The more you drive it, the more you wear on it.
Yeah.
We're not all Jay Leno, how we can just 3D scan a part. Look, it failed here. Let's just make this part bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's just do that.
No, I just need this. Oh, okay.
There you go. And
Here you go.
Metal prints or whatever has a T2000, the blip off piece.
Yeah, the rest of us are still kind of limited by the technology of our time called, manufacturing parts globally.
Well, the insurance companies are on high alert for insurance fraud from the U.S.-Canada border via stolen vehicles.
But God, where's that SVU show? You know what I mean? Borders edition.
Border edition. Dong, dong, dong.
We got another truck trying to pass through the border, Chief.
Yeah, seriously.
That could be kind of entertaining.
It could be, but what I find entertaining is this next story. It's entertaining if you happen to have a Chevy or a Cadillac vehicle that has a recall, 20 to 21 Cadillac CT4, CT5 sedan, 19 to 20 CT6 sedan, 2020 to 22 Camaro Performance Coupe equipped with the 10-speed automatic transmission.
So nothing popular. Just anything you see on the road usually.
It just stems from a transmission control valve that may cause excessive wear over time because of harsh shifting.
Yeah, those are the models you're going to have that on. Yeah, the Camaro. No
Not
way.
all in the Fast and the Furious. Be gentle.
Oh, man, especially if they're automatic transmission. So if you do a lot of that, everybody has a different name for it, but the Tiptronic, the flappy paddles.
Oh,
you do a lot of flappy paddles on that bitch, man. You think you know better than this transmission?
You don't. I'm sorry, you don't. You want to think you do. It's cool to act like you're a Formula One driver with that.
Yeah, but
They don't work.
It's just, doing it. You're controlling the fluid, man, but it's going to put some wear on there, man. Nothing for, you don't get nothing from nothing, or is that the word? Yeah, something like that.
Something from nothing, but
Yeah.
Nothing is something, but something is this next story. This year, well, next year, Cadillac will be joining the fray of Formula One for 2026 with the new rule changes coming next year.
Can't wait.
They have a principal agreement to be a sponsor for F1 next year. F1 president said that the General Motors brings Cadillac and the team F1 as a positive evolution to the sport.
Yeah.
How's it a positive evolution to the sport if just another sponsor? Maybe I'm not seeing the bigger picture.
Their money's positive, I'll tell you that.
Yes.
But the other positive thing is that F1 is back.
It is. It's very exciting. If you haven't seen the first race, you want to watch that race.
Oh,
It's
man.
in Australia.
Six
And it's in the wet.
rookies in the wet in
Seriously.
Australia.
There were
you want,
so many collisions this year.
just pop on the Benny Hill music and you'll know.
All those highlight videos of F1's
God.
greatest crashes. This race will have them there.
Yeah, you're gonna have a bunch of them.
The
right
new
there.
guy, I feel worse for him because he crashed on the.
It was
he
one of
didn't
the
even
new
make it to
guys.
lap 1.
It was the formation.
formation lap.
Oh man, you thought you had a bad first day at work? Oh man,
First day on the job, huh?
try going home to the kids on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, none of them should have kids. They're all like in their early 20s, and then there's Alonso.
Probably made him feel better when 5 more crashed.
Oh my God!
Or however many it was.
Oh, I'm not the only
Alonso,
one.
yeah.
And then all the other guys are like, well, at least I wasn't that guy.
Yeah.
In
Problem
the
was,
formation lab. Ooh.
problem was it's a street circuit, and
Yeah.
for street paint, they don't use the same paint as
Not as-
track
yeah.
paint. Track paint, if it's a little wet, you can still have a little bit of grip, just
Yeah.
slightly more than the.
Yeah,
But
not the
on
slip
street
and slide
paint.
that is
Not on street paint. Street
Yeah.
paint, you go fall on your ass.
And you get a lot of, especially because it's not like, hey, let's just pop on our tires now and, let's pop them off. It takes time to move these tires, especially when you're racing. You don't have that.
Yeah.
So if you're going with those intermediates, guess what, bud? You're rocking intermediates.
Seriously. And speaking of tires, the big gamble by Ferrari this week. Wow.
Hang on, I got a button for that.
Oh, they gambled that they left the softs or their hards on or whatever they picked.
Yeah.
Their regular tires. They left the slicks on, and they almost. If they just pitted when Max pitted,
Yeah.
and
They would have
coulda-
actually
they coulda
gotten better in the
podiumed.
polls.
They
but
could have podiums, but like always, someone screwed up Lewis Hamilton's tire changes.
yeah, and I know he's got a new guy behind the earpiece, but he was not having a good day.
Yeah, new engineer got to learn to.
Like when when he did get into first, he was just like, "Oh, look, Max, you're in first."
No, the best was in the beginning. They're like, "We'd like you to win the race." Yeah, I'm driving here.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that. We want you to do
That's-
K1. K1 for all you people listening is when they want him to overtake. Yeah, I want to do that too.
I love that too. But
So
it's not-
Hamilton, rather, he was really, he was trying to be nice.
Yeah.
He was really trying to be nice to that guy, but you could tell, like, hey man, don't go saying that dumb shit in my ear. Oh, I'm sorry, Lewis. I didn't know.
He did work with the last guy for 12 years.
That's a bond. That's a bond.
That's
right
a
there.
really long time in F1, or it used to be a long time in F1 years.
You think of
now.
like any of your coworkers at work, and you got that kind of they know it. Now change that person when they're sick. Isn't that a rough day?
But there was that one that very exciting corner where they turned.
Yeah.
Oh, they were in the lead,
It
and
was
they
like-
both overshot this corner.
Yeah,
but
both,
one recovered,
McLarens.
and the other ended up in like
Yeah, both the McLarens were definitely working against that wet track. Lando, very happy that he actually pulled it out at the end, but Oscar Piastri just hooking it in the grass, and that's where he didn't get it back from Verstappen. But I mean,
too much momentum.
It definitely shows some really good promise for this season coming up. So, as far as an F1 corner goes, if you haven't watched that first race, sit down and enjoy, bud.
Seriously, it's very exciting. And Max didn't win. Sorry, spoiler alert. I guess I thought
that's the best part. I mean,
he qualified. The McLaren qualified 1-2, and Red Bull 3. So very exciting.
I mean, yeah, it was definitely a good race, but if you got 14th, normally in a race you'd be happy, but this one you'd be like, well, I finished.
Yeah, but everyone behind you is like crashed.
Yeah.
So yes, you finished.
It was a rough race.
Still 4 places away from points, but we're not going to stray away from this next story. Toyota confirms new electric vehicle. They're doing a lot over there. The BZ4X compact SUV, it's getting a little bit of a facelift.
Okay.
Lexus RZ luxury SUV. It's getting F Sport variant, steer-by-wire. They're also going to change the Fit Me, the concept. It's a concept of a tiny vehicle. Do they have it below?
Okay.
They might have more.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, they do.
Okay, so that's
the FT Tech Me is a concept from 2023. Down. There's a this is a stubby. This is a concept of a SUV, not the. I guess this is the Fit Me. No,
it looks like a truck.
BZ4X. Yes,
it looks like a Tacoma.
Yeah, that's what they think they're advertising.
So they're just
the concept for the SUV. Fit Me, but they're showing a Tacoma, which is the Fit. This Fit Me, I think, is a stubby truck.
Okay,
but they show.
Yeah, but that's it. Okay, yeah, that's it.
The Tacoma they told us was coming, or they'll call it the Hilux.
Okay, yeah.
The Hilux. They told us they were working on an electric version in 2021.
So it still hasn't come out yet.
It's going to look like this, except it'll be electric.
Just get your FT Me with, these guys.
But you can get up with this next story as we get down with Canada. Artificial intelligence companion in Mitsubishi Motor Vehicles. Doesn't that make you feel great when Skynet can take control of your car
and text your grandmother and let you know that she's gonna kill you?
In fairness, Skynet's not in charge yet, but they have announced an innovative AI-powered tool designed to transform the customer experience. Looks like a chatbot to me. Doesn't it look like a chatbot to you?
I'm about to say, it looks like they're trying to get rid of some telephone operating jobs.
They're trying to get rid of some telephone operators.
It looks like they're trying to cheapen up that bottom line.
Launched March 5th, 2025.
That deal didn't go through. All right, get rid of the telephone operators and just add in AI.
Oh, deal didn't go through. We got more on them. When we get credits. Launched March 5th, 2025 with collaboration of Wong Duty, who has made it. They've leveraged IBM's Watson. So it's not Skynet, it's only Watson.
And for you guys watching at home, it's right here. He's not making up that word. It's right there. Wong Duty. It is right there. So
I wanted that last letter to be a B.
Really? Yeah, like
Does
something.
Does it make it better if it is? I don't think so.
Maybe that's what they just settled on. You know what? We'll just leave it duty. we'll work with whatever in the
Well,
future.
they're going for a cutting-edge experience, offering personalized 3D visual aids to enhance the customer experience during purchasing decisions.
Okay.
So it's gonna replace sales associates.
Oh yeah, they're getting rid of everybody. Like
We're gonna
outta here.
get to a point like with the bank. I told them, if you get rid of the people, I'm also the people that are going. I want to walk into the bank.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a human. I'm not just gonna. Hello, computer box. Remember when there was other people?
The weird thing is now is that they have these AI programs that make a little AI avatar, and it's like a little AI person that you can now interact with, chat with. You can chat with, Pharaoh Hatshepsut. If you want to, there's an AI out there for you.
Number one. Okay, never mind. We're gonna go.
You know what I mean? There's AI out there, and if there's a fucking butt to put in front of that, they're gonna.
It'll also create a personalized journey from vehicle to owner.
Okay.
Personalize your journey. It's there. It was there on the lot. I'm like, I need a car. They're like, how about that one? I'm like, let's do the long part.
Yeah.
Paperwork.
Yeah, let's start the paperwork.
Y'all
on
do that. I'm gonna prop my feet up and go back to my little shop game.
I mean, yeah, but now you're gonna have the AI Skynet.
Does that mean the paperwork will be quicker?
I would have to imagine so.
Should already
AI
have
makes-
it done.
AI makes all
Should be
paperwork
like-
quicker.
Should be like quantum, so it knows every decision and all the paperwork is done before you've even.
You just walk
Decide.
into the dealership and they're like, "All right, here's the car
Paperwork's
you
ready
chose."
for
What?
which one? All the cars you could possibly want.
Okay,
or AI.
cool. Let's go. You know,
Okay.
they got that quantum computer ready. It's already did the paperwork
More than that,
many times over.
This was designed in 4 weeks
Wow, that's impressive.
with consultation with IBM engineer. That's really impressive because
Yeah.
12 weeks to launch.
12 weeks and a couple duties, couple doobies, and you got an AI companion for you.
Yeah, a Wong doobie. Wong Duty. That's
Wong
a D.
Duty.
Not a B. Wong doobie. Duty.
Dude, Wong Duty also sounds like something happened, and it was a gigantic mistake.
Wong doobie, Wong duty, Wong diggity. Let's diggity down to the next story. The future. And it looks like a Citroen Me.
Oh,
Or is that the little concept? This is the Toyota Fit Me concept.
mm-hmm.
Fit Me.
It almost looks like something that should be in like Grand Theft Auto.
Well, it's compact. It takes half a parking space. You could put 2 in one parking space. So at work, we could put 4 of them in one parking space, and that would save a lot of parking problems.
It really would, yeah. I mean,
But when you encounter a Suburban, how will you fare? That's my problem with these teeny tiny little.
yeah, no, that's
I'm not concerned of my driving, but
The concern
guy
of
in
space.
the Suburban
yeah, the
might
space
not see my little.
the space problem isn't really the issue when you're looking at safety.
With the little matchbox size, they make me so.
Yeah, I wouldn't get in that car. I wouldn't get in that car. Not me myself. No.
It's a rival for the Citroen Me, the Micro Lino, and the Duo. Inspired by various solutions for Tokyo 2020, and it was the Paris 2024 Paralympics.
That's crazy because they
Inspired.
sound like a rejected Pixar movie too.
Yeah. It was inspired by the Paralympics,
Okay.
made with recycled materials. Is that what they think?
I'd about to say I don't think that's how the Paralympics works,
I
but
don't think that's how it works.
they're just checking all the boxes in there, I guess.
But it will reduce the model's footprint as much as 90%.
All right, well that's good. You know,
Unveiled this bizarre front spoilered
just let all those other countries that don't really, have a lot of cars or a lot of a lot of places to go, give them these cars.
It's a weird looking thing. Give it a Google search, and it's a bizarre looking little. I think it's better than that Citroen thing. I mean, if I had to have one,
right?
I guess.
I mean, one or the other.
One?
Sure. If there's a gun to my head,
if there's a gun to my head,
you got to pick one. I mean,
and I'm at the Paris Motor Show, and you want to give it a look.
I mean, at least this one will stay together when you drive.
Oh, good. There's more pictures. There's removable seating. They show you the inside. I forgot all. That's
okay.
The back end.
Not really. Oh, Jesus.
Not him. There. The passenger seat is removable for storage space.
Yes, just in case your friend doesn't want to be seen with you. Hey, take the seat with you. I don't want people knowing there could be another person in here.
Say you have a big load. You got like boxes.
Yeah.
Boxes.
Take the seat out. You're never going to fit in there. No, I will. Take the seat out. Ha ha.
Yeah, but then you'd have to take the seat out ahead of time.
Yeah, you definitely have to do that. It's not like a aha moment. You're like, oh, yeah, by the way, I'm coming back for the seat.
Oh, it gets better. Model can be operated with hand commands in conjunction with the rectangular shaped steering wheel.
Why do we have to have? Do we have to do the ocarina in front of the fucking thing just to get it to drive? What
are you trying to get the car to do? To go left.
What's
this way is left.
What's wrong with just
slightly
a steering wheel? We don't have to have like the flight of the flight of the aviator fucking controls for your car. You could just use a steering wheel. Remember when we made fun of Elon for using the yoke?
Look at that steering wheel. It's this little square.
I thought it was the entertainment system.
Yeah, no, it's.
Then he talked about that steering wheel. I was like, oh, God, that's the steering wheel. That's right. There's a seat that's next to it.
It gets better. It only has 62 miles of charge.
So you're not going very far.
So you're not going 62 miles. You're going to go 10 miles, and you can spend the rest of the charge looking for a charging station or going right back home.
You got to have like charging stations an ample amount of time if you want to go anywhere.
It's fine if you don't ever want to go. It's probably fine for Europe.
Oh, where are you going for your vacation? We're going to drive. Oh, where are you driving to? Philadelphia and back.
The States aren't set up for that.
No.
We still need petroleum.
I mean, even going to Philly, you'd be like, oh, wow, you're going to brave it into Philly? Yeah, no, I don't know where I'm going to charge it, but we'll charge when we're there somewhere and then charge 5 times on our way home.
62 miles of range.
That's ridiculous.
Well, speaking of that ridiculousness, let's go back to a land called Germany and see what the Germans have to offer.
Do you have your own private track like that one billionaire we talked about a couple weeks ago?
If I did have the money, I'd make my own road. That'd be amazing. It'd be an amazing road.
62 every 62 miles with a charging station.
It'd be like the Pennsylvania. I'd make the Pennsylvania Nürburgring.
Yeah.
That'd be way long. It'd
be so
great. It'd be great. Porsche wants to give everybody gas until 2030.
Well, I mean, with enough food, you could get that happening.
They're not going to give up the gas engine.
Good.
We're going to keep it. They're going to go hybrid. They're going to go hybrid with the hybrid stuff.
Good.
They've even started with the 911 to hybridize that.
I like it.
Press release at Porsche, all 3 driver technologies symbolize emotion, performance.
Emotion, hang on. Symbolize
emotion, performance, and efficiency. Porsche.
Okay. I have gotten a chance to drive a Porsche, and it is nice.
Well, they plan on providing combustion engines till 2030.
Good.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
It's good to hear. You're still going to be able to get somewhere in a Porsche.
I mean, if you can afford a Porsche, then just be happy knowing that you can also have a gasoline engine.
For the performance they need. When Porsche can go like, here's a bunch of electric supercars you can use every day and drive really far and just charge it up really quick. When they can say that,
Yeah.
then we're there.
Yeah, but,
But
you know, you got people saying that with, like, hydrogen. Hey, this takes next to no time to fill. We've seen, you know, a lot of different other functions saying, yeah, we have a quick charge time and
in
embarrassing amount of time.
In Pennsylvania in the winter, do you have a quick charge time? Really? In Pennsylvania, really? I don't think you.
I tell you what'll sell me on electric.
Let's go farther north.
You get me a quick charge time up at where Sue is in Alaska, up at the top of the world, where it's real cold. You tell me you get one of those fuckers to start up there.
Yeah. Well, there's also word that they're working on the 3-row SUV.
Okay.
It'll join the Cayenne, the Maccan.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking they could call it the Pecan.
The Pecan, Cayenne, McCann, Pecan.
They're going for some rhyming names. They should go for some rhyming names. You know what I'm saying?
It would fit, man. I think it would fit. But, you know, I mean, you'd be surprised how many rich fuckers really want a 3-row SUV.
They're going to call it.
Even Porsche's like, all right, fine.
They should call it the Zarcan.
It's got to be something. It has to
Carcan.
be something with that kind of, you know, with that kind of name.
The Maccan, the Cacan, the Rucan.
The Cacan. Nah, that sounds too close to something else.
But hey, if you're too close to the internet, you can give it a tappity tap on the fancy thinking box and look us up.
Right on over here on our Facebook site, facebook.com/Lugnutz podcast is where you're going to find all of our luggy and nuggy and nutty polished content.
Polished to the luggy and nuttiness that it is.
But one thing that isn't luggy or nutty, well, that's you, because we want to thank you for watching, because it does not matter if you drive a Maccan or a Duccan, because nothing rolls without Lugnutz. We'll see you next week, gang. Until then, drive on.
Stellantis, Maserati's brand, has canceled the plans for an electric sports car.
Oh.
They're not going to do it. Buick Enclave is going to cost more.
Wow, it's Buick.
And Nissan's going to stop the bleeding by just replacing the CEO. That'll do it.
Oh, it was all the CEO's fault.
Not the shoddy craftsmanship.
No. Clearly, it was the CEO.
No, I'm sure their labor
pocketing all the
conditions-
dollars.
I'm sure their labor conditions are wonderful.
It was also that he had a gigantic bag with a dollar sign on it. That's how they know he did it.
Okay.
On that bombshell. We'll see you next weekend. Bye-bye.
Drive on Lugnutz.